Okay, we're ready for the first case.
Lorraine Mason, approach the bench.
So you're the winner that got here the earliest.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're here on a case number 2025 TR 444. Could you state your name, please?
Lorraine Michelle Mason.
Okay, thank you. And let me get a couple of things here. All right, so did you understand that group advisory I gave?
I did.
Okay, so the first decision you have to make is the attorney waiver form. So there's no jail time on this case. If jail time is ever sought for a case, the prosecutor must notify the court. So they would give us an intent to seek jail. There's no jail time thought of this. So that takes that ability for the court-appointed attorney waive.
Okay.
So your decisions now are to hire one at your own expense or waive the presence of an attorney.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
No, sir.
How do you wish to proceed on that decision?
I don't need an attorney.
Okay, so just check that top box.
And you want me to date it and sign
And
it?
date and sign it, please. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
All right, I'll take that one.
Sure.
Any questions about the plea options or what they mean or anything?
So I did serve a night in jail
Okay,
for this.
okay.
That doesn't pertain to any of the...
No, yeah, so that was the
Okay.
arrest. It's not part of sentencing. That's a
Gotcha.
good question. It's the difference of that is people can be held in custody because they have failure to appears or the law enforcement makes a decision to make arrest. Okay?
Right, the law enforcement.
And
made
then you
the
were
decision.
released by Judge McKean the next morning, correct?
Yes, correct, sir.
And now you're here. So some
Correct.
people aren't released and they stay in
Correct.
custody until the next day. So
Right.
that still isn't a jail time because it's only in sentencing. So that's what I'm informed you that
Okay.
whether you, no matter what you plead,
Mhm.
or if you plead not guilty and you're found guilty after trial, you're not scheduled for any jail time on this case. If that changes,
Yeah.
your rights change.
Yeah.
I don't foresee that happening, but the
Mhm.
prosecutor can do that. But so you're not facing any jail time, even though you were arrested at the offense.
Yeah.
That's just to get your appearance in court. Okay, so that's a discretionary call that law enforcement can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so does that give you a
Right.
difference of what those two are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so any other questions on that before I take a plea?
No, sir.
Okay, how do you wish to plead on the charge?
Guilty.
Okay. Take a look at the case here real quick. Outside of this, I was going to see if they were eligible for the traffic school, but the speeds
Yeah.
outside of that, so, all right.
It was my first arrest. I'd never been arrested before. I've never been to jail. I was
Congratulations.
well, and up until then.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
my first experience in jail.
Okay.
Um,
So they, I don't know if the law enforcement, when they made that arrest, if they told you the reasons why they're doing that? 'Cause that's,
well, he changed his, I don't know. At first he said he'd be back with a ticket, and then another officer pulled up, and then he said, step outside and talk to me for a minute, and then we had a conversation where he said, what will it take for you to slow down? And I said, well, I gotta get the lead out of my foot.
yeah.
But then he said, well, that's just not enough. I'm gonna take you to jail tonight. So,
Okay, so those are, I can't address those things, but I do,
right, and
what I can tell
that
you
was
as far
just his choice, and
what
that's
I can-
okay.
Yeah, so what I can tell you is they've had many accidents in that strip of the road.
Correct. I'm aware, sir, yes.
Okay, yeah, and so especially the area, so you are very
Correct.
aware. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they've taken a firmer stance.
Understood.
And, so that's the kind of, not necessarily his discretionary decision, but the reason why we've seen an influx of in custodies and all that is because of their position that they're taking.
And I've followed it. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been stuck in the traffic due to
Right.
an accident, and
Yeah.
that, yeah,
Yeah,
I am aware.
it's the area between you and where you live and where, in this
Yes,
area.
correct.
And a little bit further past you too, but,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm just kind of giving you an idea on that.
Right,
All
and that's understandable. I'm
In the group advisory that I gave, by pleading to the charge guilty, you understood the rights that you're giving up that I gave in the group advisory?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I provided you the penalty range that you were aware of?
I believe it was like 500.
Yeah, the class 3 misdemeanor,
yes.
since there's no jail time, we talked about that, so the fine
Yes,
is
sir.
up to $500.
Correct.
And then the, excuse me, then there's possible of probation, which I don't see it's necessary here, but that is also an extra component. Are you a school teacher?
I'm not any longer. I mean, I was at one point.
You're not licensed?
Not licensed, no.
Okay. All right, so the factual basis of your case is that on or about November 28th, 2025 at about 11:44 p.m. when the elk are out,
Yes, sir. Yes.
at milepost 263 on Highway 260. You were contacted by the Department of Motor Vehicle regarding a speeding allegation alleged at 97 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. As a result of that contact, you were cited for excessive speeding violation that occurred in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, and you are here pleading guilty to that charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I say some of those things because I know the area you live in, so you know
I'm
about all of that.
Familiar, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Regarding the rights that was discussed in the group advisory, you're pleading guilty. You wish to waive those rights.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you understood the information about the Rule 33 petition and the set-aside judgment. I'll give you a letter that further explains it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So regarding your plea of guilty, are you making that voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to plead that?
No, sir.
Did anybody promise you a lighter sentence or punishment if you pled that you'd receive it?
No, sir.
Okay. Court finds that you entered your plea of guilty knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently, and will accept your plea. These are the rights that I provided you in the group advisory that you're waiving.
Okay.
If you would sign where it says defendant. All right, here's that letter that I promised you on how to set aside the judgment and seal the records and the Rule 33 petition. If I can get your signature on the top one.
Top.
Yeah, just the top paper, yep.
Okay,
And then
I see what you're saying.
The second is was the identical copy, you just have crossed out domestic violence. It doesn't apply to your case. Still can read it if you want, but it doesn't apply. So there's domestic violence crossed out. There's the other components. If you wish to seal the records, if you wish to set aside, you don't have to sign that. I want to.
Oh, this one's mine. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anything else you wish to say before we impose sentencing? You kind of told me about, you've never been arrested before or anything like that. Anything else about the case? Yeah, I know you questioned
It doesn't
the
pertain
discretion.
to the case, but just the irony of my life story, but it's
Okay.
leading up until now I got arrested and went to jail, but that's irrelevant.
Okay. Well, if you want to,
I'm just cleaning up my life and getting my life affairs in order and
okay,
doing better for myself in this time frame of my life
okay,
is all.
understand.
So the irony of getting in trouble now is just kind of, well, it's okay. I'm
Well, there's worse things to be in trouble for.
correct, sir.
So this is, I'm going to stay on the standard. Sometimes we come off of the standard fine. So in a criminal charge, we have that range of 500 down to 0.
Yes, sir.
There's also a speeding chart. So when you receive a ticket, there's a speeding chart. I'm just going to use the chart. I'm not going to impose any more or any less.
Okay.
I'm not going to assign you probation.
Okay.
The fine for that violation at over 30 miles per hour is $408. That's all I'm imposing as a fine. There is a $69 jail fee for that 1 day of custody that you served, and a court security fee. You get a copy of all this.
Oh, I'm just,
And a court security fee of $35.80. So let me give you a grand total. Is $512.80. If you're not able to pay that today, I can put you on a payment plan. I have to add a one-time payment plan per statute of $20, and then we'll come up with a monthly amount for you that's affordable. Can you pay that balance today?
if I put it on a credit card, but I would rather not.
You don't have to.
If I could make payments, that
You
would be
can.
very helpful.
Yeah, sure.
I'm single and I don't have a second income, it's just me.
Okay, so we'll put you on a payment plan.
Okay.
How much can you afford per month?
Like 50
$50?
bucks,
Okay.
if that's okay.
That is fine.
Okay.
Then I'll make your first payment, unless you can pay a payment of $50 today, I can schedule your first payment out 30 days.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do? Schedule it out or?
That would be helpful.
Just schedule the first one out 30?
Yes, please.
All right. To the 23rd of January. And again, I'll get a copy of this to you, but. All right, so here's what you're signing for on this. We've got a $50 a month payment scheduled. First payment is due 1/23 of 2026
Yes,
on a balance of $523 because we had to add a $20 payment plan that is
Right.
circled right here.
Okay.
I can get your signature for that contract. And then I'll get you a copy of this. Before I get a copy, when you get your copy, you can send us a check or money order. Address is up here.
Okay.
Or if you want to go to the remote sites here, websites or phone numbers, they do charge a merchant fee for using your card.
Oh, okay.
But that's a way to do that if you wish.
Okay.
You have any questions at all?
No, sir.
Okay, so as soon as she gets you the copy of your payment plan agreement, that's all we have for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Merry
bet.
Christmas.
Thank you, you too.
Gregory Ramstead.
Hello there.
Judge.
All right. So we're here on a driving suspended violation. That's case 2025 TR 12149. If you'd state your full name, please.
Gregory Allen Ramstead.
All right. And if you would, Mr. Ramsey, just take a look at this email and confirm that's a good email address.
Yes,
for you?
that's it.
Okay, and that is a good phone number?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so this is a driving suspended, a class 1 misdemeanor. Do you understand the group advisory?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Regarding your attorney waiver form, do you wish to hire an attorney at your own expense? Or,
I don't know right now.
so currently, so I'll need a decision today, but you can change your mind.
Okay.
That either you're going to hire an attorney, I don't see any jail time, I looked at the case.
Yeah, I talked to the prosecutor too. So.
You're not looking for any jail time?
Yeah, none of it. I'm wrapping everything up because it's all, yeah.
Okay, so then
You'll be there.
your choice is to hire an attorney at your own expense?
Yeah, I'm probably not guilty right now.
All right,
So I would,
hold on.
okay,
So you're at Z and I'm on B.
okay.
Okay, first decision I need from you is I'm going to hire an attorney, Judge, or I'm going to waive the presence of an attorney. Before I take a plea, I gotta get that decision.
Right,
Since there's not jail time, I can't apport an attorney.
right,
So
and I could change my, yeah, I'll
can.
hire my own, yeah, I'll hire my own attorney.
So you do want to hire your own attorney?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna throw this away,
Okay, you got
the
it.
attorney waiver form,
Gotcha.
and I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea.
Gotcha.
Okay? If you change your mind and you're not going to hire an attorney, you find out that it's expensive,
Right.
you need to notify us, because we'll have to reschedule you on a different day, because represented defendants with attorneys are scheduled on particular days, and per defendants, which means not an attorney, are scheduled on different days. So if you change your mind, let us know as soon as you can, okay?
Can I represent myself?
You can, so then you would waive the presence of an attorney. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. I mean, I've been actually studying law, so I would just, yeah, I'm gonna hire my own attorney right now.
Okay,
we'll
so
just
right
keep
now you're hiring.
Yes, we'll keep it at that right now, yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you change your mind, just
Right.
let us know so we
Gotcha.
can schedule it appropriately.
I set that for the same date as his other ones, but if he's hiring an attorney,
And,
then
and,
we
what-
change it.
and what's the law about the new AIs that are attorneys on there? They say they can use them. Is that?
Hold on a second. You're asking me the question.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
asking you.
asking
Oh,
me.
yeah, I'm asking you questions. Yeah. What about like they have new AI attorneys on the internet, and they're pretty good. Can you bring those in and hire them? Because some people are. I was just asking.
IA attorneys, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, AI attorney. You never heard of it?
So when you're held in custody,
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
let me try to answer what you're asking. So when you're held in custody after a charge, an attorney reviews your bond. They don't have an
gotcha.
appearance, they don't come to
Oh, I
court.
gotcha, okay.
What they do is they look at it. And if they find it reasonable, I'll never hear from them. If they
I
find
gotcha.
it's not reasonable, or they want to argue merits of the case, they don't represent you for the whole case, it's just the bond.
Oh, I got you.
Then they'll request a hearing and we'll set that up. The defendant will be notified, that attorney will come in and they'll say, the bond's too much and here's why, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
or there shouldn't be a bond because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a bond review attorney. That's only for people that are arrested and held in custody.
Right,
Okay?
okay.
After that, then they have to decide whether they want to hire their own attorney or not. So that one's only for a bond review.
Okay.
Does that answer that
Well,
question?
no, what I'm saying is they have them on the internet. They're called AI attorneys, and they actually know everything about. They can go on the internet and get every law about Arizona and then represent you. That's what they're saying. I'm just asking if it's legal yet. I don't know if you guys are allowing that to happen.
Well, we allow anything that occurs. You can hire an attorney right when you're arrested.
Okay.
So,
I think he's talking about an artificial
Yes.
intelligence attorney.
well, yeah, I mean, I don't.
I'm just saying that they said that they. Well, I was just asking you because you know the question more than I do. Can you bring it in?
People do research through AI.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But they don't, an artificial
Well,
intelligence doesn't
Well, they got
show
now
up
that
in
they
court.
read everything and read your police report and just pop everything off in a second. It's just
Yeah, that's
amazing.
all AI stuff, but,
Yeah.
you know, I get lots of information from defendants from
Right.
AI, and I
Right.
find that it's not accurate most of the time.
Right.
Because where's the data coming from?
Yeah, well, you have to photograph your case file. I figured it out too.
Yeah, but once you photograph your case file, that goes to somewhere, right?
Yeah, on your phone, then they just talk to you. They
Who's they?
the AI. The AI
Where's their
reads
information coming from?
from the internet, from
Where-
from
okay,
Arizona
so-
statutes, directed from Arizona statutes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I was just asking if you can or not. So,
You can.
Okay.
You can submit.
all right, cool.
I really don't know what your question is.
So it basically, I would sit there and I would just let my phone play, and it would say everything on the report, and it would I'll put my side out there with, you know, I'm guilty or not guilty, and it could fight my case for me. It actually could fight my case for me.
We can't have a
No,
holographic.
I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I understand. That's what I was asking you. Some people are using it somewhere else. I was just wondering if it's okay here.
You can research whatever you want. That's
Okay.
first how we started this.
Gotcha.
But you're not gonna get a hologram to come represent you.
No,
I know that
I
for sure.
understand. No, I understand that. No,
Yeah,
no, I agree.
so, but you can educate yourself if you
Sure.
wish to use that information,
Yeah.
wherever it's
Yeah.
deriving the information from.
Okay.
That's a key point. Trust me, I've been to many
Right.
judicial trainings
Cool.
that talks about where IA is getting their information from. So you just gotta believe it or not.
Yeah, I
And so
understand.
hopefully that AI attorney and the information doesn't misguide you and make bad decisions.
Yeah, I looked at it. Well, yeah, it blew
Yeah.
me away. It was amazing what they can do now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they can do.
Yeah.
All right, backing
Thank you
up
for that
to this
information.
case
I
instead of
appreciate that.
talking to
Yeah,
those merits.
I appreciate it.
I wanted to give you a little time to these
Thank
folks.
you. Yeah, I
here.
know. I got you.
So I've entered your plea of not guilty, and I'm going to give you a court date.
Okay.
This date is the same as your other cases, right?
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
a non-attorney day. So I need to change it if he's gonna have an attorney.
Okay, yeah, so he's indicated that he's going to
But-
hire an attorney. So you already have other not guilty pleas where you're not having an attorney.
Okay, let's just go there. Let's just go with that then. If it's easier for you, then
It doesn't need to be easier
If
for
it's easier
me.
for me to come here on all the cases. I'd rather just come here one time because I've got my new job and it's real important.
Okay,
that
so
I'm
let me
here.
get your attorney waiver form out of the trash can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Well, I want to make sure now that since we've kind of ping-ponged and talked about AI and holograms and everything else,
I didn't
that
know.
you have the right to hire an attorney.
Okay,
You can do that if you want. You just have to schedule on a particular date.
got you.
Or you can waive the presence of an attorney, and we'll schedule you on another date. And enter your not guilty plea. Is that what you wish to do?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're waiving the presence of an attorney, check that top box and then date and sign it. If you change your mind, you can. Just let us know. Or just go hire your attorney, and they'll send us a notice of appearance.
Okay.
AI should tell you that's an NOA.
Okay. Yeah, I'm learning a lot. It's the 24th, right? So-
It is correct. So this gets you at least conveniently on the same day.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Union's got Motel 6 over there now, so just did all the trees.
Okay.
Working full time.
All right. So now that we've got you, this is with some of the other cases that are pending.
Sure.
Scheduled to you for the pretrial conference on 1/26 at 9:30.
Thank you.
You can sign where it says defendant there. There's a pin somewhere in there.
God bless you.
All right. We'll get you a copy of this court date. Do you have any questions?
Nope, I don't.
All right. As soon as she gets you that copy,
That
you're all
your
set.
change your address?
Yes, it is.
I'll take that too.
All right. As soon as she gets you that copy, you'll be
You
all
have
set.
a
to
Merry
go.
Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
And a Happy New Year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. Have a good day. Sean Collins?
Hello there. How are you doing?
Okay, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. This is case 2025 CM230. Could you state your full name, please?
Sean Michael Collins.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we're facing an allegation of assault under the domestic violence statute, class 1 misdemeanor. Did you understand the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay, the domestic violence does have a mandatory minimum. It's a $50 domestic violence fund fee, a $50 address confidentiality fund fee, and mandatory domestic violence counseling. Okay, so that's the minimum. And then what I gave in the group advisory is the maximum of class 1.
Right.
I don't see any jail time being asked of the prosecutor, so you're not facing that as a consequence. As of now, I don't foresee that changing.
Okay.
So regarding your attorney, did you understand that information?
Yes, it is.
Do you wish to waive the presence of an attorney?
I think so.
Okay, well, know that you can change your mind.
Yeah.
But I do need a clear answer, so when you say I think, I'd like to answer any questions that you might have.
No, I'm gonna waive it.
Okay, so I'll just check the top box then for now. Again, change your mind whenever you feel like you need to, and then date and sign where it's highlighted, please. And if you decide that you want an attorney later, just go ahead and hire one,
Okay.
and then they'll send us the notice of appearance, and we might have to just reschedule whatever next date is coming.
Okay.
Okay. All right, do you have any questions before you give a plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
So if you change your mind later and you want an attorney, we'll also change your plea to not guilty. That way the attorney can work for you. This is not pleading guilty, but it's like a guilty. So
Right.
you understood the difference when I gave the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we'll schedule you for sentencing at the next date. If you change your mind between that and the next date, just hire your attorney, they'll know what to do.
Okay.
Your case does involve a victim, so I'm gonna have to call your case here in a moment, so I'm telling you, so I don't start you when I yell. If you would sign here where it says defendant, this is for the sentencing date that is scheduled there, 1/13 of 2026 at 2 p.m. In the case of Mr. Collins, are there any victims in the courtroom? Having seen none. She didn't have to identify as a victim if she doesn't want to, or give any say so.
Right.
I see a nodding left to right, so I don't think she wants to say anything. So I'll review the current release conditions with you.
Yes, sir.
Copy of that, please. And those are obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if you have a change of address. Not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Not to have any unwanted contact with the alleged victim, so you're allowed to speak and communicate unless they request not to, then you must comply with their request.
Right.
And that's it.
Copy.
Is this copy?
Copy.
Okay. All right, so there's your copy for the court date,
Okay.
right here. If you have any questions at all?
No.
Okay, so we'll see you on that date for the sentencing, unless you change your mind.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet. Have a good day.
I'm gonna butcher this first name. Josmar Chavez? Osmar?
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, good.
All right, so this is case 2025 CM 12367. Could you state your full name?
Josmar Chavez?
Joshua?
Yeah, Josmar.
Okay, we always like to see how close we
Yeah.
are, so. All right, sir, so we're here on 2 charges. One of them is touch with the intent to provoke, that's filed under an assault charge. The second one is shoplifting, less than $1,000 violation. So the assault charge is a class 3 misdemeanor, okay? And the shoplift is a class 1 misdemeanor. Did you understand that group advisory information I gave? Okay, so you understand those penalty ranges?
Yes.
All right. Let me make sure that this is non-domestic violence, which it doesn't look like it is. Okay, yep, so there's no mandatory minimums on any of these. I also don't see any jail time being asked in this case. Do you have any questions before you decide regarding hiring an attorney, a court-appointed attorney, or waiving the presence of an attorney?
No questions.
Okay, how do you wish to proceed?
Waive.
Okay, you go ahead and check the top box there, and then where it's highlighted, date and sign, please. Could you do me a favor and see if Courtney has another order for this afternoon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure that she didn't forget that. Okay, I'll take that for sure.
So it's only 10:20.
What's that?
It's only 10:20.
You want the order in at 10:20,
Oh,
ready for 10:50.
okay.
All right, sir, do you have any questions about the pleas at all before I take a plea from you?
Nothing.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
And that's to both charges? Okay. So there is a victim related, so we'll have to schedule your sentencing date at a later date to give us the opportunity to notify them. They may or may not come and have anything to say, you might write a letter, they might not do anything. But we have to give them that opportunity. She already take care of it?
Yes,
Okay.
she got military.
Okay. Now we just gotta figure out who's picking it up. All right, sir, so this is your court date of 1/12 of 2026 at 9:30 for the sentencing. If you would sign here for that court date. There you go, sir. And I'm going to call for victims on your case here. Are there any victims in the courtroom for case Chavez? Having seen none, release conditions are as follows. Obey all orders of the court, not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not contact the alleged victim in any manner. And do not go near the location of the alleged offense. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes.
All right. As soon as I get a copy of your court date to you, you'll be all set to go.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you have a good day.
April Manon? Manon?
Hello there.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. All right, ma'am, this is case 2025 CM 12368. Could you state your full name?
April Manoni?
Thank you. All right, let me confirm a little bit of information with you here. Understood.
Okay.
Yeah, so you received mail at the 17078?
No, at P.O. Box.
Okay, so let me do this. Just on the side, I want to make sure that you are getting the information that you need to get.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, if you would write your name just at the top right here, and then only fill out where it says my new address is, and then the mailing and the physical and the email and all that. That way we've got it for sure, because I want to make sure that you get the information that you might need. Because I don't think we have the mailing here. He has the mailing at the 17078.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't think that's correct.
Well, that's my physical address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful area up there.
Yeah. That's the other question I have is if I have another court date, can I appear remotely?
Is the other court date already remotely?
No, I mean like if this isn't resolved today,
Well, we can't resolve it today because it is a victim related, so we're going to have to defer it. But we can try to combine the two so you don't have to come twice, okay? All right. All right, so the allegation is failure to comply with a court order. That's a class 1 misdemeanor allegation. You understood the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay. There's no jail time that's being requested on the case. Have you made a decision on that? Okay, you've already submitting, I only repeat because of the record. So you're submitting your attorney waiver form waiving the presence of an attorney.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions before I take the plea from you?
No.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
Okay. We will enter your no contest plea, and I don't have that.
No, you don't, I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
That's all right. I didn't know if I
I
had
got
it.
confused on that one.
That's okay. I don't know if I buried it, so. All right, and then Dave, will you look up for other court dates, see if we can combine them?
Do you have other?
I don't have another
Okay.
court date.
Oh, I thought you said you had another pending.
No, I was saying if I have to come back for this one, can I do it virtually so I don't have to drive back here?
So we could have done that on this hearing?
I know if I would have called a week prior, I would have been able to.
Yeah, the next one is kind of the one in person because
Okay.
it's best to, so when we notify victims, they have the right to come to court.
Yes.
They have the right to write a letter, they have a right to call in, they have a right to do that, but the defendant in those cases
I
is to
understand.
be present so the victim can address them if they wish.
Got it.
So I wish we could have done it for you because it is a drive there, I know where that's at. And, but on the sentencing, that's the kind of the tough one to do.
Okay.
The answer is not always no, but if you're in California, I would grant it.
Okay.
But it doesn't, it's sometimes better that you hear it in person in case that victim does want to give an input.
Yeah.
It might be beneficial for you. Sometimes presence is better than
Right.
calling in. So,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. Let me call your case real quick. How do you pronounce your last name?
Manoni.
Manoni. In the case of Manoni, are there any victims in the courtroom? Having seen none. Your release conditions, obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, not to leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, not to have contact with the alleged victim in any manner, not to go near the location of the alleged offense. You can do a civil standby. There's an option left if you have personal property or things to collect. Do that with law enforcement presence, and you contacted the probation department within
Oh,
48
yes.
hours of your release?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So you're signing for your court date of 1/26 of 2026, where it says defendant there, and I'll get you a copy of that. All right. As soon as we get you that copy, you're all set to go. Have a good day and drive safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tyler Williams?
Hello there. All right, this is case number 2025 TR 12155. Could you state your full name?
Tyler Lee Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams, we're here on a misdemeanor violation and a civil traffic violation. The misdemeanor violation is driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license, class 1 misdemeanor. The civil traffic violation is an improper light on the license plate. So we'll take two pleas. One is for the criminal violation, and then plea of either responsible or not responsible on the civil traffic violation. But first, the driving suspended, revoked, or canceled license. Did you understand the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay. Did you make a decision on your attorney waiver form? I don't see any jail time sought on this case. Give me a moment here. No jail time sought on this case. So that takes the ability for that reason of a court-appointed attorney. So you can hire one at your own expense, provide another reason for a court-appointed attorney, or waive the presence of an attorney.
I'll waive the presence.
All right, you have your form with you?
Yes.
If you would check that top box on that form.
Right here.
Correct, that where it says I do not want an attorney, yep, and then where it's highlighted, date and sign, please. Thank you. You have any questions before we take a plea from you on the court?
I'm out on bond on that right now, and I know that's held up by quite a bit of time, I guess, getting the money back or something. There's nothing you can do to rush that or do anything.
So even if I release that to you today, it would still, even if things we're kind of backlogged on those,
Okay.
on the financial things.
Yeah.
But even if we were not and we were up to date and proficient, we have to send it, has to be accounted for.
Okay.
I couldn't hand it to you today, it would be the,
Okay.
so. All right. Regarding your plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest, do you have any questions before you give a plea?
No.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
All right. So we can move forward into sentencing today.
I forgot to put the civil on there.
Okay, I'll
Sorry.
take care of it. If you would just look up the 28925C, okay?
I'm sorry, what?
28925C, fine for that.
Yes, Courtney did.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Gail left my stuff with, but they got Garrett to call, I think. All right, in that group advisory, did you understand the rights that you're giving up by entering your no contest plea?
Yes.
All right. Are you on probation or parole?
No.
We didn't assign probation or anything on the previous cases?
No.
Okay, so we're stepping up a little bit here.
Okay.
Okay. Understanding each of the rights that was explained to you in the group advisory, you wish to waive those rights and enter your no contest plea? Want me to review those again?
Yeah.
Okay. So by pleading no contest, these are what the rights that you're giving up. You're giving up the right to plead not guilty and require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, have a trial. You're giving up the right to have a trial in front of a judge. You're giving up the right to have the assistance of an attorney at all stages of the proceeding, including appeal. That's what you turn the attorney waiver form in, which you can backtrack all this if you wish. You're giving up the right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them as to the truthfulness of their testimony. You're giving up the right to present evidence in your own behalf and have your own witnesses come and appear and testify free of charge. You're giving up the right to remain silent, to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and also giving up the right to a direct appeal. So by pleading no contest, those rights they don't exist because you're not going to trial and you're not going to, do you understand that?
Yeah, everything will stay the same then.
Keep your no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. I also provided you information about how to set aside the judgment and seal the records. You understood that, right? You understood the possible collateral consequences that was discussed in the group advisory? The immigration consequences?
Yes.
Okay. Regarding your plea of no contest, are you making that on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No.
Okay. Did anybody promise you a lighter sentence or punishment?
No.
Okay. Court finds that you entered your plea knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently, will accept your plea. These are the rights that I re-advised you of, and the other ones that you understood from the group advisory. Need your signature here where it says defendant, waiving those rights with your no contest plea.
Can I get that citation again? 28.
It's 28925C.
That's where I'm gonna find it.
You wish to give a statement to the court before we impose sentencing?
trying to get into some type of mental health, some help with all this stuff that I'm unbalanced in or whatever. I just need guidance, I guess, in some way, and I don't know if it's gonna come from family or from the state, or I don't know how yet, but that's. I guess I'm asking if I need to move, I have to stay in the state of Arizona. And can I live with other family?
Out of the state?
Out of this city, yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, yes, you can move anywhere you want. The court's not gonna put any restriction on where you can live. I am going to assign a probation term. It's gonna be unsupervised, which means you don't have any office to check into or no person to see. It just needs that you remain law-abiding.
yes,
The consequence of that is if you don't remain law-abiding, you get arrested for driving suspended or any other criminal offense. The consequences of this case, plus whatever you got in trouble for, this case can enhance. So this leaves it open to penalize you harder because of the non-compliance of the probation, which is not to be arrested, to remain law-abiding. So I'm not putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. I'm just asking you to be a law-abiding citizen.
but you see in the paperwork I have court tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
those
that's
are previous. This is from.
no, that's the same same ticket.
No, I know.
Okay,
I understand that there's other ones that are still pending.
same, yeah.
But what I'm saying on this case is from.
I'm going to violate this with this next court date
No.
in 2 days.
No, because the offense already occurred. Here's what you got to think
I
about.
don't understand.
Let me explain it to you.
Okay,
I'm assigning you to probation today.
yes.
Anything that you've done before doesn't violate probation. Anything that you do after today, if it's a criminal offense, does violate the probation.
So even if it happened on
Correct.
the 14th,
Correct.
and now's the
Those are prior,
consequence.
right.
Okay,
Those are prior ones.
okay,
Those aren't going to weigh on this.
okay.
It's the offense
That's what I was
date.
nervous about.
Yeah, no, it's the offense date. So tomorrow, if you get in trouble, yes.
I understand.
Yesterday,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
And what that means basically is that the prosecutor will review the case. They make the determination, not the court.
Okay.
They make the determination of whether they want to enhance the original.
But you have
probation.
final say. Like
I
you
do.
have final judgment. Okay.
I do.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you find that? Oh, there it is there. Thank you. All right, so we have that civil traffic offense. That is a plea of responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
Okay. Do you wish to give any statement to the court before we impose sentencing? Besides, I know you gave me kind of a summary already of some of your intentions.
Yes.
Okay. The only thing I need to add on what you kind of told the court is if you do go out of state, you'll need to notify their probation. Because that could violate interstate compact laws. So just notify them, see what it requires you to, only if you leave the state. If you move and you're in Arizona, still doesn't affect you.
Okay.
If you go out of state, it may. I'm only going to assign you 11 months of unsupervised probation. The fine for the driving suspended is $482. If you're able to get your license back within 30 days, I'll reduce that to $202. Okay? And I think that's what's on the other one as well. The civil traffic violation has a fine of $149. That brings a total balance that includes a jail fee of $69 to $700 total even. Are you able to pay that, or need a payment plan?
Payment plan.
Okay, I need to add a one-time $20 payment plan fee, so the total balance is now $720. And are you already making payments to the court?
Yes.
Okay, so just continue to do that. We're not gonna add another payment plan, but you do see how the consequences are rising.
Yes.
Okay. The other potential possibilities, if you violate unsupervised probation, it can go to probation, and then that means that you now have fees and somebody to check into and have to, other requirements, so be careful of that.
I've done, yeah, I did five years of stuff, ended up in prison, and that's, I guess that would be the next question is, if I just did jail time, could I just do 6 months jail time, year jail time? Would it wipe any of that out for his time served, or instead of doing
Yeah.
probation in a way, is that an option, or?
Well, the probation that I'm assigning you is unsupervised, so all it's asking you to do is be law-abiding. If you don't,
Yes, not a problem.
then they can change those conditions.
Yeah.
So that's all that is. So it's not asking you to, do monthly check-ins or urine samples or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
be a law-abiding citizen, which is expected of us already.
Of everybody, yeah.
But the other ones, they don't have double consequences. Yours are starting to get there. So.
Okay.
All right, so what you're signing for here is that you're going to continue to just make your monthly payment schedule your own. If you'd sign where it says dependent. This is that paper that I talked to you about on how to set aside the judgment and seal the records. If you would sign this one, and I'll give you that bottom copy. That one's for you to keep. And then I'll get you a copy of this judgment form. Do you have any questions about anything that we discussed?
I hope, yeah. Nothing off the top of my head, I guess, that
Okay.
I think is important.
All right, so let me review the case for you in terms of you're not admitting or denying these facts, but you're acknowledging that they would be used at a trial with the attempt to convict you of the crime if it were to proceed to trial.
Copy.
That reminds me, if I go to, say, the state of Indiana, and I'm able to get an Indiana license and come back and show the license or whatever, does that?
So what you need to do is get your Arizona driving privileges. Good.
Okay. Is
So
every
what-
state different, or are they all the same?
Well, if you have problems in Indiana, you need to fix those problems because it.
No, I don't there, but that's where my grandparents live.
Oh yeah.
So I might go there, and then
Yeah.
if I can reinstate there, does Arizona and Indiana's law,
They do. They merge.
and that's all states, or is that
There's like two that don't.
what two? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but yeah. So that would do some inquiring. So that's
Okay.
when you're suspended in one state, you're suspended in the other.
Yes.
When you go to attempt to get a license in whatever state it is, they'll check
That's what I didn't know.
internationally and see where the problems are and say, sorry, we can't give that to you. All except 2 states, and I can't remember what those are, to be honest with you. So yes, they do look at each other.
Thank you.
And even if you're able to get the license originally, maybe they didn't look, and then they see it later, then they'll take it from you and
They
then
just send a
that could
paper in
cause
the
you a
mail,
problem. Yeah.
repoke, yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions on that?
That's what
Okay.
yeah.
So the factual
Answers
basis that you're not admitting or denying is that on December 13th of 2025 at 8:42 p.m. at or near milepost 253.5 on State Route 260, you were contacted by the Payson Police Department. In that police contact, it was found that your driver's license was suspended, revoked, or canceled, and also that your license plate light was improper. Those offenses occurred in the city limits of Payson in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, and you're pleading no contest to those charges. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so there's the copy of the sentencing for you. If you don't have any other questions, that's all I have for you.
The probation is at
11
Here.
months from today. So there's not, yeah, it's in the state of Arizona. So
Okay.
if you go to Mesa and get in trouble,
no. Do I check in? Do I do something while I'm here right now?
no, that's what I'm saying. You just need to walk out and remain law-abiding.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
If you don't, you get another charge or another offense that's criminal, then this case can come back up.
Okay.
Plus whatever the other cases you got in trouble for.
Okay.
Not the prior ones that we already talked about. Those are still coming, but those don't affect your probation.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions on that?
No.
Okay, you're all set. If you take some of our phone numbers on there.
Okay.
All right.
Taryn Bomar?
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, thank you. So this is case 2025 CM 12364. If you state your full name.
Taryn Nicole Boomer.
All right, so this is a charge of having an open container of liquor in the passenger compartment of a vehicle, a class 2 misdemeanor. Did you understand the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions on that information of the group advisory?
No.
All right, let me just confirm that this is a good address for you.
Oh, no, that is not. I do have this
Okay, great.
address though, so.
Now, turn 8. Okay. All right, do you have any questions about the attorney waiver form?
No.
All right, how do you wish to proceed with that?
I'm just gonna waive
Okay,
the,
you can check that top box and date and sign it, please. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Any questions before I take a plea from you?
No,
How do you wish to plead the charge?
I'm guilty.
Okay. We can move forward into sentencing today, save you a trip back.
Okay.
All right, in that group advisory, you're giving up certain rights with your guilty plea.
Mm-hmm.
You understood those and are okay waiving those rights?
Yes.
Okay. Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Are you a school teacher?
No.
Regarding your plea of guilty, you're making that voluntarily?
Yes.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
Nope.
Anybody promise you a lighter sentence or punishment?
No.
Okay, with your guilty plea, you're admitting that on 11/28 of 2025 at 7:04 p.m. at or near milepost 254 on State Route 260, which is in the city limits of Payson in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, you were contacted by the Payson Police Department. In that police contact, it was found that you were operating, or that you were in a motor vehicle on a public roadway, and that there was an open container of spirituous liquor, alcohol, unauthorized, and you are here pleading guilty to that charge. Does that sound correct?
Yes.
And you're making your guilty plea voluntarily?
Yes.
I may have asked you this already. Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
Nope.
Anybody promise you a lighter sentence or punishment?
No.
Court finds that you made your plea of guilty, knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently, will accept your plea. These are the rights that I gave in the group advisory that you're waiving with your guilty plea. If you'd sign where it says defendant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is that letter that I talked to you about on how to set aside the judgment, how to seal the records.
Okay.
If you'd sign the top copy, and you can keep the second copy below that. On your copy, I crossed out domestic violence. It doesn't apply to your case. You still can read it, but it doesn't apply to your case.
Okay.
Do you wish to give a statement to the court before and post sentencing?
No.
Okay. That's a class 2 misdemeanor that has a fine of up to $750. I'm going to impose a fine of $250 with no probation.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to pay that today?
No.
Okay. There's a one-time jail fee of $69 that you were taken into custody for.
Okay.
So the $250 plus 69 is a total of $319. Are you not able to pay that today? Brian?
No.
Okay.
No, if I can set up a
can.
payment plan.
Yep. I have to add a one-time payment plan fee of $20.
Okay.
How much can you afford per month on that?
Probably 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be lower than that if you're not sure.
No, that's fine.
That's okay.
So,
Can you make a payment today?
No.
Okay. Make your first payment out 30 days then.
Okay.
23rd of January.
Okay.
All right, so what you're signing for on this payment plan is that you're making $50 monthly payments. First one is due on 1/23 of 2026, and a total balance of $339. Let me circle that since there's two balances, one with payment and one without payment plan.
Okay.
If I could get your signature where it says dependent. And then if you make your payments by coming into the court if you wish to, or you can do them remotely with the website and phone numbers here.
Okay.
They do charge a merchant fee on those, so just so you're aware of that.
Okay.
All right, as soon as you get your copy of your judgment and sentencing and payment plan agreement, you'll be all set to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Fernando, do you play?
Hello there.
Hello.
One second here. All right, so this is case 2025 TR 443. Could you state your full name?
Fernando de Clay.
All right, Mr. Duclay. We're here facing one civil traffic violation of driving on a suspended license plate registration for lack of insurance,
Correct.
and then one criminal violation of driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. Did you understand the group advisory I gave?
Yes, sir.
You have to make a decision on the attorney form.
Waive.
Okay, if you check that top box, please, and date and sign it. On the criminal violation of driving suspended, revoked, or canceled. Do you have any questions before I take a plea from you?
No.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Okay. We can sentence you today, save you a trip back to the court.
I think I
The-
forgot on that one too.
Pardon me?
I think I forgot the civil on that one too, I'm sorry.
Okay, you want it back?
I can redo it if you want.
Just this,
Sentencing.
either, or I can just add the,
Okay,
yeah,
whichever.
yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, all right. With your guilty plea, you understand the rights that you're giving up that I provided in the group advisory?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Okay. You understood the possible collateral consequences?
Yes.
Okay. The factual basis of your case is the following. You're pleading guilty to that you committed the violation of driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license on 11/30 of 2025 at about almost 2:00 a.m. You were contacted at or near milepost 251 on State Route 87. That police contact was by the Gila County Sheriff's Office. That was in the jurisdiction of Gila County, which is in the jurisdiction of this court. In that police contact, it was found that you were operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway while your license was suspended, revoked, or canceled, and that you also were displaying a suspended registration license plate due to financial responsibility requirement. You are here today pleading guilty to that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Regarding your guilty plea, you're making that voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No.
Anybody promise you under lighter sentence or punishment?
No.
will accept your plea, finds that you made it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. These are the rights that you're giving up that you indicate you don't have any questions on from the group advisory. If I could get your signature where it says defendant. Thank you. Okay, that's a count B violation, I believe. 3139A. You wish to give any statement?
No.
Okay. All right. The court is going to assign a $482 fine on the driving suspended violation. If you're able to get your driver's license back within 30 days of today's date, I'll reduce that down to $202. The fine for the violation of the suspended registration is $497.50. There's a one-time jail fee of $69 and $35.80 court security fee. Are you making payments to the court already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to just add this to the payment plan that you're currently on, so you don't have an extra payment.
Okay.
I am going to sign 11 months of unsupervised probation. What unsupervised probation is, you just need to remain law-abiding, not to commit any other violations, no more driving suspendeds, no more of the other charges that are in your criminal history, no criminal offenses. If you violate a criminal offense while on unsupervised probation, the prosecutor can bring this case back and enhance the penalties. Okay? If you complete the term of probation, then that ends it. Plus that enhancement if you violate, plus that whatever charge caused the enhancement.
Yes, sir.
Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Right, so you're signing to continue to make your monthly payments that you're existing doing. You have a fine of $482 plus $497.50 unless you get the reduction, which is indicated here. And court security fee of $35.80 and a jail fee of $69. And here's our total balance that you're signing for today, $1,104.30, because we had to add the $20 payment plan fee right here. If you'd sign where it says defendant. Let me know if you have any questions on it. The unsupervised probation that I mentioned to you is listed right here. 11 months unsupervised. Any questions on any of that or the balances or anything? I know you're wondering why it's that.
Yeah, why is it that?
So it's because of the $482 for the driving suspended, $497.50 for the suspended registration, the two violations.
Yeah, so
And then...
do I have to... So that's the thing, it's not my vehicle then.
Right. Okay. So you... Two things. We can back this up, but you pled to it, but we can back it up. And let me explain that part. When we drive other people's vehicles, it's the driver's responsibility to make sure two things. Number one, the vehicle is roadworthy, means it's safe, mechanically safe to do it, and that it's legal to be driven on the roadway. A lot of times what we do is say, you know, your buddy gives you the car to use and you just do it. We have to make sure that they're legal to do, that it's licensed, that it's registered, that it doesn't have any problems.
Yeah,
By not doing that, by
The-
not asking whoever let you use their car, you're taking the responsibility.
so the owner of the vehicle,
Mhm.
supposedly something happened on the system. They paid for whatever they're supposed to pay like a couple months ago.
Okay.
And then they went recently when I got arrested for this. And then they said, oh, that why is the vehicle impounded? I guess the MVD wrote a letter to the sheriffs and to the impound about why it's impounded, that's on their end. So,
Okay, so here's what we can do is, remember the Rule 33 petition that I talked about?
yeah.
So if you're able to produce evidence, that owner, that motor vehicle made a mistake or made an error, that's called a statement of error.
Yeah.
That the motor vehicle must produce to say that registration was suspended
But they
in
paid.
error. In error.
Yeah.
So it has to be an error. So if they fix the problem, it doesn't mean that you weren't driving the vehicle illegally on that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So if they fixed it afterwards, it doesn't that fix doesn't apply. Okay? But if motor vehicle made an error on that registration being suspended on that date that you were driving, they can write a statement of error to have that corrected.
They did. They did wrote something and
So do you want to plead not responsible to that? And we have a hearing on that, so what you would have to do is get that owner to get whatever evidence there is to present to the court, and the officer will come in, and most likely he or she will have a record of, and here's where it says in the motor vehicle division that it was suspended on that day. Might have fixed afterwards, but if there was an error that caused it to be suspended on the day you were driving,
yeah.
that is something that can be fixed. So we can change this to a not responsible on that civil traffic violation and only guilty on the one, and you can have a day in court on that if you wish,
Yeah, I want to plead guilty to suspended, but
Just the
not
suspended?
not the.
and then not responsible for the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's back up and we'll do that then.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Glad we got that caught.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to change some amounts. It's not going to change the probation term or any of that because that's a civil offense.
Yeah.
That doesn't really apply to those. So the only thing that's going to change is your balance. So I'm glad you questioned that.
Yeah. So does the owner have to bring in that letter that the MVD wrote, or?
So what we actually have to do is, you've pled not responsible to it, so you're going to have to get that letter from them. You can bring them with you as a witness if you wish. Or get that, should be titled statement of error. Bring that in with you, because what's going to happen is that whoever the policeman was or woman, they're going to have a record that says that it was suspended, and that's why they wrote the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to show that it was done in a mistake, or an error on the motor vehicle side. Okay, not that they reinstated it afterwards. That's not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, if you find that that's not the case, you can always change your plea without having that hearing. If you find that it's not exactly what you thought, you can change that not responsible to responsible. Just take care of it at the front counter,
Okay.
and you don't have to have a hearing if you don't want to. You certainly can. If you do get it in your hands or whatever, and it says statement of error, and you think that they're responsible for that error, we want that day in court.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now we're at a 606, taking off that other one. And that is with the $20 payment plan and everything added. And there's still the possibility that you get your license, so you can reduce that driving suspended down to 202. Okay, let me show you, because I already got your signature, but here's where we were I took off that second charge.
Mm-hmm.
We're entering not responsible on that. And we're at the 606 is the 482 total, plus the 3580, plus the $20 payment plan.
Okay.
And then one-time jail fee of 69. Okay? Yep. Alright, so we've got that figured out. I'll get a copy of that when I get a chance. This is the letter that talks about how to set aside judgment and seal the records. If you would sign the top copy, and I'll get you that second copy. And then do you have the civil traffic date you can give to
I
him?
don't.
Okay.
If he can go to the front counter, they
Yeah.
can set that up for him.
Yep.
I don't have the book in here with me. That's a copy.
All right, here's that for that other charge, and then what you'll do is, go from here to the front counter, talk to the clerks, let them know that you pled guilty on the criminal charge, but on the civil charge, you pled not guilty, and you need a civil traffic court date.
Okay.
Okay, and they'll give you that date at the front counter.
Right.
Any questions at all?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You bet. Make sure that if you don't bring the document, you can bring the guy in with the document that owns the vehicle to be a witness if you wish to.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
David Montgomery.
Hello, sir, how are you?
Oh, I'd rather not be here, but other than that, I mean,
Well, you're
better
almost-
than I deserve, I suppose.
Okay, each of us are like that, and we're almost out of here. All right, sir, so this is case number 2025 TR 438. This is a DUI violation that's alleged against you. Could you state your full name?
David Warren Montgomery.
All right, Mr. Montgomery, I want to confirm that this is a good address for you, this P.O. box here.
That is my mailing address, yes.
All right, do you have a physical? Before you give it, hang on a second. Go ahead. All right, so the DUI violation's a class 1 misdemeanor. That is the mandatory minimum. It's the example I gave in the group advisory, so it applies perfectly to this. $1,515.50 is the mandatory minimum. Mandatory DUI counseling, and there's the fine and the counseling, and mandatory 8 consecutive hours of jail time, which you may have already served, but it leaves you the ability to have a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost if you wish. Would you like to exercise that right?
Yes, I would like a court appointed
Okay,
attorney.
so on that desk right there is a financial. Go ahead and just have a seat there, sir, and fill that financial out. When you're done, just get my clerks or my attention, and we'll call you back up here, and I'll call another case.
Richard Rodriguez.
Hello there.
Hi.
All right, sir, so this is case number 2025 CM 12369. If you'd state your full name.
Richard Rodriguez.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, we're here for a false reporting to elicit a response. That's a class 1 misdemeanor violation. And I know you had some questions about what it shows on the public access record. Did you get information on that?
I came in here yesterday and asked her about it because there's 2 charges.
Right. Yeah, it shows 2 on there. Our court manager is off. They get the holidays off, you know, so.
She said she'd call back or get to me next week or something.
We'll inquire on that. I don't know why it's listed there. I looked
Yeah.
at her case. There's not 2 charges.
I just wasn't sure what was going on. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. So, or they have a stroke of a key that did something.
Well, I thought maybe they just did
It
it
might be
twice.
that. It could be that simple. So I'm unsure at this point. So anyways, it's a class 1 misdemeanor. Does not have any mandatory minimums. Did you understand the group advisory?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any questions on your attorney waiver form?
I went to the Payson Police Department and requested body-worn camera footage for what happened in a 911 call, and because I was asking for help because they've been being harassed, and it's documented with the 911 call and the body-worn camera. And then I seen McInerney Saturday after a few days later, and told him about what was going on because he was the supervisor of the arresting officer, and letting him know what's going on. I need help or whatever with the harassment, and I've called, left 2 messages, and just not getting the feedback. So
Okay, so I want to be careful that you don't self-incriminate. We're on record. So without too many details of the case here, because if it goes to trial, I got to preserve a
I guess.
clean plate
I understand.
so I can still be the trial judge.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
So on the attorney waiver form, your options are to hire an attorney, to ask for a court-appointed attorney, or to waive the presence of an attorney. Do you know how you wish to proceed with that?
I would like a court-appointed attorney.
All right, so 2 qualifications is number 1, I can't afford one, and then has to have another qualification. In this case, I just reviewed it, there's no jail time being sought, so that removes that ability. Is there another cause that you want the court-appointed attorney that you can provide the court to consider that a court-appointed attorney? Because it's two-pronged. I can't afford one, and I need a qualifying reason.
Well, could it be like what the case, besides what's going on here, like?
Yeah, not that you're innocent of the charge. That has nothing to do with it. It's to have an attorney assigned to you to represent you to prove that you're innocent of it. It's either you can proceed on your own without an attorney.
I could probably proceed on my own.
Or you can hire one, or give the court a reason you need a court-appointed attorney. So there's not jail time, so that takes that away.
Okay.
So you can always change your mind. If, let's say today, you don't want to hire an attorney.
Right. Let's just go ahead and waive it, because if I can get the cooperation, then.
Okay. So for today, at least, you do not want an attorney, waive in the presence of an attorney. That top box, and then date and sign it. Hang on 1 second, I'll call you in a moment. All right, and then I'll take that. And then from what you're saying, I'm going to presume you went in or not guilty plea. Okay, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so what will happen is that pre-trial conference, the prosecutor will come with prepared. They may not have everything you're wanting to see or ask about, but they'll have the police report, they'll have some information. You can decide to tell them whatever you want. Be careful about self-incriminating that I mentioned, but that's the prosecutor. And then at the conclusion of that, it'll either go to a trial, it'll either enter a plea agreement that you would agree on, or it'll be dismissed.
Okay.
So after you are able to determine what happens there, then you can decide whether you want to get an attorney after that.
Right.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I went to Payson PD and asked, for the body-worn camera footage and stuff, but I can't afford to pay the fees that they're asking, so they said I could ask you for a waiver of that, or.
They're misleading you on that. So what happens? Here's the way you get that. Is at the next meeting, when you plead not guilty, the prosecutor may or may not have it at that next meeting. Body-worn camera, to be honest with you, there's a lag. I don't know why. The law enforcement has to get it from a data recovery.
Oh yeah, I understand it goes from the valley and stuff and
so
stuff.
they may not have it at that next one, but they can get it, and that's where that comes for. So the prosecutor is a branch of the law enforcement. The court is not.
Right.
We're a mutual party. So the prosecutor, if you're still wishing to maintain, you want to review, they'll discuss with you the steps, because if sometimes, this is what I've seen, is if they have to collect all of this for you to make a determination, now they're putting a lot of effort on the case. They may offer you a plea of that, but they might revoke it if, so there's a lot of moving parts to that. At the end of the day, you have a right to see it, and they shall provide it to you if it goes to a trial. That's called a disclosure release, 15.1. You'll be required to give them one, or your attorney if you hire one, and they're required to give you one. Whatever you plan on using at the trial, whatever they plan on using. So it's just early now. You get that next meeting, see what they have for you then. Tell them that you want to see or observe or whatever, see if there's any plea agreement that may or may not happen as a result of that, and then you make a determination on that.
Okay. Because I did request it at the police department, and it's evidence for me, because, I'm just.
Right, so if the case goes to a trial, then you're actually, you have a perfect right to that. That's a good request to have.
Making sure.
It just is a little early now.
Yeah, I was, first time I ever.
Yeah, no problem. Law enforcement says that. That's a couple of times I've heard that. I just asked the court, they can do a waiver.
Yeah, well, that's like the other guy said, the AI, they'll tell you all kinds of good stuff, and so, but I was just trying to get ahead of the game before I got lost, so,
So I can toss this one here? No, that's a different one. Oh, that's this other gentleman.
That is?
Sorry. Yeah, that's the other gentleman.
Okay.
All right. So I got the attorney waiver form. You're entering a not guilty plea. And I have a court date for you.
Okay.
Here's what you're signing for. That pre-trial conference that is scheduled on 1/12 of 2026 at 9 a.m. If you would sign there where it says defendant. And then that prosecutor will explain to you what they have already, what they can get, and if there's any plea that will come and go or whatnot. I had a difficult time speaking for them.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll get you a copy of this. Thank you. Any other questions on that?
No, that's it.
Okay, so as soon as you get your copy, you'll be all set. We'll see you on that date. All right, so you can come back up, Mr. Leonard. take a look at that financial statement.
Oh, just the.
Yeah, that one's, yeah, because if we sign the attorney, you can either throw that away or we can throw it away, whatever. We're back on case 2025 TR 438, reviewing a financial statement. Do you have any monthly bills that you're paying now?
Phone bill, insurance.
Roughly, what do you think that is a month?
Food.
Plus your food and everything else to live.
Probably 1,000-ish maybe to live a month. But I'm going to be probably unemployed for a while. I just had a large tumor
Yeah,
removed.
it looks like, yeah, okay. So, you have like a 200 a month bill with all those things, more than that, less than that?
More than that.
Okay, what would you guess that to be? Doesn't have to be
Oh,
exact.
for the medical?
No, sir.
Or,
Just whatever your monthly bills are.
oh, probably.
Because you're not making income. So whatever amount you say here is going to be in a debt. Because you're not making income. You have bills coming, so what are those bills on?
It's going to be 600 to 800-ish.
Okay.
At least.
You do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. And I will enter a plea of not guilty for you.
Thank you.
Justice Court. All right, sir, so we're going to assign you a court date of February, did I get that on the 10th? I can't read my own writing. Pretty sure that's what that was. Yep, February 10th. If I can't read it, that means you probably can't read it. Oh, dang it. And then we're going to get you the assignment of the attorney here in a moment. So we've entered a not guilty plea. You do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. We're going to give you their name and phone number. This is a pre-trial conference that's set. And it's set for February 10th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
If you would sign where it says defendant, and I'll get you.
Can I borrow the case? Give his
We can
address.
actually have the whole thing. I didn't verify his address if you want to do that.
P.O. Box 2289,